Welcome Aquarius and Aquarius cross watchers to your mini weekly love reading. All right, we're just going to throw cards all over the place. So we have the Five of Swords here, the Princess of Wands, and the Ace of Wands on your end. And your person. Whoa! And the situation between the two of you. What's going on between Aquarius and their person? So if you're new here, welcome. And of course, if you're returning, welcome as well. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I'm just going to pull out the smaller decks here because we're probably going to need to clarify on this guy. So, Aquarius. I feel like there's two people here. And it just kind of feels like you may operate on a little bit on different wavelengths, and it's not quite opposites attract. It's more like people who have the same values and like how they want to treat people, and how hard they want to work for the things that they want. It's like how the two of you, or like the zest, if that makes sense, that you approach things with is the same. But I feel like to a certain extent, this person is a little... I feel like they want you to see them in a certain type of light, and I'm not so sure that you do. It's like they want you to see them as this, Queen of Pentacles and whatever. And I feel like you're over here like, yeah, okay, well, show me. What's this Five of Swords? I feel like, it's almost this energy of like people have tried to, tell you how great they are before, right? It's not going to fly here with you. I feel like you're looking at the situation like, yeah, okay, well, you can tell me that. But where's the actions to prove it, right? I do feel that, I feel like neither of you want me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I actually feel like you both want each other. I feel like there's just some resentment here that's going on. Look at the Lovers. And with the Sun at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you both want this. It just feels like you can be mad at me if you want, but I feel like you're both... Neither of you is willing to blink first because neither of you is actually that invested in it right now. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're both looking at each other with this like take it or leave it attitude. Excuse me. Maybe this Queen of Pentacles has some Aquarius in their chart. But whatever it is, it's like this person actually seems to be kind of moving forward, because I feel like they thought that something would start here with you, and because it didn't, it's like they're just not paying attention to it anymore. Can I get a card for the Ace of Wands? It seems, okay, from their perspective, they seem to feel like they've given everything that they can to make this happen. And I feel like from your perspective, that's not the case. I feel like from your perspective, they've given you mixed messages, and they've been, it's like inconsistent. I feel like you might kind of know what they want, or like you feel that maybe you know what they want. But because this person has been relatively like evasive when it comes to, I almost want to say everything. It just kind of feels like you need some clarity about what is exactly going on here and what their intentions are before things move forward. And I feel like this person seems to feel, it's like they seem to want to put you to heal. It's almost this energy of like, I think this Queen of Pentacles is kind of a bit. I actually think that they are a little bit like, high and mighty. Maybe they have their nose in the air a little bit. Yeah. It's like, listen, we all have ourselves trapped to a certain extent, right? But I feel like this person, it's almost like this might sound strange. I feel like they're on the precipice of change, but they don't want to do it. It's almost this energy of like, well, why should I change? Everything's fine. If it's not broke, don't fix it sort of thing. Excuse me. And I feel like that's actually, it feels like that's part of the problem. It feels like this might be somebody that is so independent that they've actually kind of become resentful because they have to be that independent. And so like whenever somebody tries to come into their world, it's almost like, well, this new person that's coming in is going to have to prove their value to this person. Them not realizing that like, okay, well, what are you doing to show what you have to bring to the table, right? So this Wheel of Fortune was really interesting because it kind of came out right on its side, right? So the Wheel of Fortune often can talk about, you know, the wheel is turning in your favor. But the Wheel of Fortune, like there's good fortune and there's bad fortune. So sometimes the Wheel of Fortune talks about, you know, karma, that you're going to receive what it is that you've earned, good or bad. And I feel like if this person doesn't kind of get their act together soon, the scales are gonna, it's like the wheel's gonna turn in the wrong direction for them. And I feel like it'll take them that much longer to get back. It's almost like something about birds crowing. But I feel like it's almost the energy of hearing a crow, I guess. But it's like hearing some sort of noise in nature. I feel like you'll kind of see this person's defenses crumble. Not forever, not permanently, but I feel like you're about to see this person, like some of their inner workings. And I feel like they're expecting you to be kind of shizzy about it, but you aren't. You just kind of accept them as they are. And I do feel that it's kind of a sign to this person to kind of pull their head out of their rear end here. I'm just not so sure that they're going to do it. If you even want them, right? So what about the Wheel of Fortune with? So we have the Nine of Pentacles, which usually talks about, you know, that's pre-Empress, single lady sort of card. So, two things. I feel, number one, it's important that you keep working on your income. And I feel like number two, this person doesn't actually, it's like they're too proud to be somebody that would be with another person because of that person's wealth. Excuse me. So I feel like if you build your wealth, that's not what's going to bring this person around. I feel like people may talk to them or call them like vain or shallow a lot. So it's like in order to combat that, it's like maybe this person only dates people who have a certain social status, or it's like they're really careful about who they're around and who they date. Because it's like otherwise everybody kind of rides them for being superficial. Excuse me, I just needed to get a drink of water. I'm going to be honest here, Aquarius. I feel like when you see the truth about this person, I do feel to a certain extent that you still kind of want them. I feel like you would still like to see where this goes. I feel like they would too. It just feels like neither of you is willing to make a move right now. at least for this week anyway. So I think I'll leave it there, Aquarius. If this reading resonated, I hope that it was helpful and brought you some clarity. If you're still here at the end of the read, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and for clicking on the channel today. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.